Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Champions playthrough. Today we're going to be doing Ebony Maw versus Colossus. So I'm shuffling up the encounter deck right now, but let's get into it here. Let's jump into Ebony Maw's stuff real quick. We're going to be doing Attack on Nowhere as the first main scheme. We're using Ebony Maw, of course. We're using Standard, and we're using these two modular sets, Armies of Titan and Black Order. We're going to flip this. It starts with one threat, and it's going to gain one every round. When revealed, each player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until a spell environment is discarded and put it into play. Shuffle the encounter discard pile with the encounter deck. So let's just do that real quick. Until we get a spell here. We've got Rubble Storm. So it comes in with 3 invocation counters. After the last invocation counter is removed from Rubble Storm, discard it, deal 2 damage to each character you control. So basically what's going to happen is the spell comes out, Ebony Maw, he's a 2/1. When Ebony Maw activates against you, remove an invocation counter from each spell environment in the play area. So it's going to come in with 1, this comes in with 3, so he will remove it every time he activates. We're using, so this is Piotr Rasputin, Piotr, I don't know how to say that, I apologize. Setup is search your deck for a copy of Organic Steel and add to your hand, so we'll do that here in a minute. And then Aspiring Artist. After you change it to this form, shuffle a Colossus card from your discard onto your deck. We have 14 hit points and 6 hand size. On Colossus' side, we're a 1/2/2. Colossus can have an additional tough status, and then Steel Skin. After you change to this form, give Colossus tough status. So let's go ahead and draw up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then what do we want to keep here? So we have Titanium Muscles, which gives us a +1 attack. And we can exhaust it to generate a fist resource for each tough status on Colossus. We have Hope here, which is kind of big to put out, but we can search for a superpower card and add it to our hand. Establish perimeter, give each identity a tough status, which isn't too bad. The villain attacks you. Other characters can defend. You can draw 3 cards, so we can be attacked with Taunt. We can knock it off with the tough status, and then we'll draw 3, which our hand size when we're a Colossus is 4, so we got to keep that in mind. Armor comes in with a tough, and we can only play it for an X-Men. So I'm going to get rid of Hope. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to keep this stuff, and we're going to draw up, and then we can add Organic Steel to our hand. And Organic Steel comes with 2 steel counters. After a tough status is discarded from him, remove a steel counter to give him a tough status. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to spend our energy for Titanium Muscles. Exhaust this to generate a fist resource for each tough status on Colossus. We're going to flip. We're going to get a tough status. So this will give us 1. Let's do... I kind of like this. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. You may discard a tough from your hero to stun and confuse that enemy. Okay. We're going to discard... We're going to spend this to put into play Superpower Training. So each player may discard... So when this is defeated, each player may discard... may search their discard pile and their deck for a specific... Identity-specific upgrade, put it into play. So we can get our other Titanium Muscle out. And put 3 on here. We're then going to discard these 2 for Steel Fist. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. You may discard tough status from your hero to stun and confuse that enemy. So we're going to discard this. He takes 5, putting him down to 9. And he's stunned and confused. And then we're going to hold on to Organic Steel and we're going to swing for 2. Or actually, hold on. We're not going to swing for 2. We're going to thwart 1 off of this. Okay, I'm going to keep Organic Steel, and we're going to draw up. Alright. Alright, threat gets added. He's going to attack, but can't. So this doesn't activate, and then we're going to flip over on counter card, which is Outrider. When revealed, discard a card from your hand at random. Discard a card at random, which is Limitless Laminate, which is not particularly great, but it's fine. Okay. We're going to discard these two for Organic Steel. Comes in with 2 counters. After tough status is discarded from Colossus, exhaust this card to remove 1 steel counter and give him a tough status. We're going to swing and take him out. We're then going to flip. And when we flip, we're going to put in an identity-specific card back into our deck and shuffle our deck. We're going to put Steel Fist back in. It would be nice if we got another Steel Fist. We can lock him down. Let me put my 2 counters on this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to end our go. Oh, Shadowcat, nice. Armor up, Organic Steel. Okay, this will be interesting. Okay, so we're going to add Threat to the main scheme. He's going to scheme, but he can't. So this doesn't activate. We're going to do an encounter card, and it's going to be Manipulation. Surge comes in with 2 invocation counters. After the last invocation counter is removed from here, discard a card from random from your hand. You're confused. But it does get Surge. We have Reactor Overload. Each player either must choose to put 2 threat here or place 2 damage. Take 2 damage or place 2 threat. We're going to take the 2 damage because I don't want to deal with that. Okay. So let's see. I want to get Shadowcat out. I can do that to get rid of Titanium Muscle. So let's actually flip. We're going to give ourselves a tough status. We're going to do Titanium Muscles and Genius for Shadowcat. So she's going to come into play. Shadowcat ignores the guard and patrol and crisis icons. So she's going to come in. We're going to thwart 2 with her to get to do superpower training, to get an upgrade, and I think we should have another Titanium. Oh, is there only one of those? That's fine. We'll get Iron Will. I thought there was another Titanium Muscle, but maybe there's only... Maybe I thought there was 2 for some reason. Am I tripping? I thought there was another one. Nope. It's Organic Steel. I was lying. Okay, we're going to get that and put that into play. He gets +1 thwart after a status card is discarded from Colossus. Draw a card. So that's going to come into play here. He gets +1 thwart, so he's 2/2/2 now. We have... The question is, how do we want to play this here? I could discard this for X-Jet just to give us the resource. Then we can thwart the 2 off the reactor. Yeah, we're going to discard those 3 for the X-Jet. Exhaust X-Jet to generate a resource for a player whose identity has X-Men trait. So we're going to play that. We're going to actually thwart 2 from this. And I think we're good. So we're going to ready up, draw 4. Oh, there's Death Focus. Okay, we're going to threat here. He's going to attack for 1. We're going to take this off. Give the villain a tough status. So he's going to hit us for 1. This is going to get knocked off. We're going to get to draw a card for this, and we're going to flip this to get it back. And then we're going to play a card from here, and it's going to be Assault. He's going to attack us. This comes off. This comes off. We're going to be confused. We're going to have to discard a card at random from our hand. And then he is going to do 1, 2. This gets knocked off. We're going to do this to get this back, and we're going to draw a card. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on there, but that's just fine. So, we're going to use Shadowcat because she ignores this to thwart that off. We're going to do we're going to discard this. It says discard a tough status from your hero to give him 2 tough statuses already your hero. We're going to discard this to give him 2 tough statuses. And then because 1 was discarded, we're going to draw a card. We're going to thwart to remove that. We're going to do titanium muscles to generate 2 for what doesn't kill you. Heal 2 damage. Heal 2 damage from your hero, ready your hero. So we're going to go back up to 14 and ready our hero. We're going to exhaust X-Jet for Def Focus, so our superpowers cost 1 less. When you make a basic attack, discard tough status, you get +6 for that attack. We'll attack Ebony Maw to knock that tough off. Then we're going to discard Taunt to put Piator Studio into play. Exhaust this, discard cards from the top of your deck until you get a Colossus card added to your hand. We're going to keep Made of Rage and draw up to our hand size. Okay, we're going to have Threat to the main scheme. That he's going to attack for 1. We're going to have Shadowcat block it. I guess this force response happens after the last one. So the interrupt happens. I guess I need another timing windows here. So if he does this, this gets removed as an interrupt. When this is removed, we're within that timing window, so he's gonna bonk the other 2 of them. This is gone, so I'm no longer defending with her. So I think that's how that works. He's going to attack us. This goes away. We each take 2 damage. I lost the status, so we're going to draw a card. He's going to attack for 1, 2. That takes it. We're going to draw another card. And then we're going to do our encounter card, which is going to be Manipulation. Comes in with Surge. Black Order Infantry, and comes in with Guard. Okay. So let's see what we have here. I'm going to swing for 2 on him. We're going to exhaust Def Focus for limitless stamina. Ready your hero. We'll swing 2 to take him out. Give a tough status to Ebony Maw. Let's see. Oh, Colossus has 3 attack. I didn't even realize that. Didn't even realize he had 3 attack. That's okay. We're going to exhaust X-Jet and discard Hard Knocks for Forge. So when Forge comes in, after Forge enters play, search your deck and discard pile for an X-Men or X-Force support and add it to your hand. X-Men, we have an X-Men support, or do I have one? I think the only thing I had was probably X-Jet. Oh, I have Utopia. We're going to add Utopia to our hand. Forge will thwart this. Or do I want him to knock the tough off? That's fine. I'm going to discard these 2 for Utopia. So increase our ally limit by 1, but after an X-Men ally enters play, exhaust Utopia to ready an X-Men character. And then we're going to do Assess the Situation to increase our hand size by 1 until the end of the phase. We're going to ready up. So we're going to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. He's going to increase that. He's going to attack. We're going to have Forge block it. So Forge is going to take 1. Discard a card at random from your hand. Card random from your hand. Let's see what you get discarded. Oh, that's not what I wanted to be discarded. Okay. This is going to reveal, and it's Landing Craft. When defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engaged with the player who defeated the scheme. Okay. So, we're going to swing for 2 or 3 to knock that off. I'm going to do Def Focus and X-Jet to deal 5 damage to him, putting him at 4. Don't have a status card to deal with that. We're going to flip over, and then doing so, we're going to add this to our deck. No, I don't want to add that to my deck. I want to add Organic Steel back to my deck. We're going to exhaust the studio to discard cards so we get a Colossus card. So there's Organic Steel, perfect. We're going to then discard these 2 for Organic Steel to put 2 steel counters on. And that's going to be it. We're going to draw up. Okay, this is going to go up by 2, so this is going to pop. We're going to discard to reveal a spell. So shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. And discard till we get a spell. Pacification. This gets put into play. And then this flips over and starts with 1, and we lose the game if this goes through. He's going to scheme for 2. We're going to do Armor Up. So as an alter ego action, as an interrupt, the villain activates change to hero form. So we're going to flip to Colossus. We get one of those for flipping to that. This comes off. This comes off. We're going to have to discard a card at random from our hand, and we're confused. But he is going to attack us for 1, 2. We're going to take that hit. Then we're going to do this to get it back. And then since we discarded a status card, we're going to draw a tough card. We're going to draw a card. Encounter card, encounter card. Fireball comes in with 4. We're going to do Surge. Another Fireball. Oh gosh. Rubble Storm. This is fun. Shadows of the Past. We have Juggernaut. Oh dear. He's stalwart and toughness, and he's 8 health. Yeah. And then the scheme that comes into play is going to be Rampaging Juggernaut. 1 reveal, discard each tough status from each friendly character. Place 2 threat. Place 2 threat for each tough status discarded this way. Yeah, that was pretty lovely for things to happen. So this comes into play. This gets discarded. We're going to add 2 threat here. After tough status is discarded, we're going to exhaust the... Oh, it's already been exhausted, so we can't do this. And then we're going to draw a card for that happening. We still have this encounter card. Pacification is another spell. And Unstoppable. Attach the enemy with the highest printed attack without a copy of Unstoppable. Otherwise, this gains Surge. And then it's a +2 attack. When attached enemy attacks, the attack gains Piercing and Overkill. And then discard this at the end of the turn. And then that comes in with 3. Okay. That was a bunch of BS. I did get my card draw, though. So we're going to exhaust X-Jet and discard the 2 hard knocks for Polaris. After she enters play, give an X-Men character a tough status. Can I kill this dude? Probably not. Oh, and then because an X-Men came into play, we're going to draw a card. Let's use energy for Steel Fist to deal 5 damage to him, and then we're going to discard Tough Status. Oh, hold on, let me think about this for a minute. We're gonna generate a resource and Def Focus for Organic Steel. It's gonna come in with the 2 counters, and I have no more counters left, so we're gonna put that on there. It's gonna actually we'll just do this. This might be easier because I've got no counters left. We'll just pass those along. Okay, then we're gonna play this to do the 5 damage to him and discard this to stun and confuse him. Next stage comes in. He's 18 health. He is stunned and confused. We are going to then draw a card for this and then exhaust this to put this onto him. Oh, it's Shadow Cat. Okay. Then when revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a spell has been discarded and put it into play. There we go. Manipulation. Okay. This is a hot mess, to say the least. To say the least. We're going to have Polaris take the tough off of Juggernaut. She's going to take Consequential. We're going to do 3 damage to Juggernaut. We're going to discard Shadowcat for Limitless Stamina to ready up and hit him for 3 again. I don't think I have another way to do any damage to him, do I? I sure don't. So we're going to ready up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when he attacks, it gets Overkill and Piercing. Let me check the ruling on Piercing. Piercing attacks, discard tough status cards before damage is dealt. But does Piercing and Overkill stack? So if he overkills, does Piercing and Overkill stack? Okay, it looks like if he attacks Polaris, the Overkill would just knock the tough off because the attack itself that Polaris is taking is going to be the one that has the Piercing on it. So that's what we're going to do. All right, this board state is insane. Okay, so we're going to add 2 threat to the scheme. He is going to attack but cannot because he is stunned. He is going to attack for 6. We're going to have Polaris block it. So he's going to do 6 damage. Polaris is going to take 4. Or it has 2 health. I'm going to take 4. The tough's going to be knocked off. We are going to draw a card for that. And then, since we drew a card, we're going to exhaust this to put this back onto me. None of these activate because he did not activate, and then we have an encounter card. And then this gets discarded. And this is gone. Okay. Agent of Thanos. Deal 1 damage to your hero for each spell in play. If you suffer no damage this way, this card gains Surge. So I'm going to take a damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to eat it all. I did not take a damage, so this gains Surge. We're going to exhaust this to give me this back. We're going to draw a card. Slammed. When revealed, you were stunned. If you're already stunned, take 2 damage. And now we're stunned. Okay. This is a lot. This is a lot. Okay. Oh, we can unexhaust that. Okay. Holy moly. So first things first, let's do wait, what does Armor have? She only has 1. So I think the way that I want to do this is going to be kind of tricky. I think the way that I want to do this is I want to attack. We're going to knock the stun off. Then, how do I give myself a tough status? Because I could do the 6 damage and overkill him. I'll overkill Juggernaut. and then flip over. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that. We're going to do Bulletproof Protector, discarding this to put 2 back on us. We're going to draw a card for this. We're going to discard we're going to do X-Jet. No, I'm sorry. We're going to do Titanium Muscles for armor. She's going to come in and with a tough. And then, because I have an X-Men here, and then because we did that, we'll draw a card. Okay, this might work. This actually might work for us. Because we got limitless stamina. We are going to discard... Do I want... When Machine Man attacks or thwarts, spend up 3 resources. Maybe just want to bring this guy out. No. We're going to do Death Focus for limited stamina to ready up. We're then going to do a basic attack against Juggernaut and do Made of Rage. So when you make a basic attack, discard a stuffed Tatus card with the attack. You'll get +6 attack for that attack, and you gain Overkill. So we're swinging for 9 right now. He's got 2 health, so we're going to discard this. We'll draw a card. But we're going to do 9 damage to him. So he has 2 left, which is going to overkill 7 onto Ebony Maw. We're then going to do this again to discard this to put 2 back onto us. We'll draw a card. Oh, that's interesting. Too bad I can't ready back up again. Okay, let's do this. I think we're going to discard Genius for Machine Man. Machine Man comes in with 1/1. When Machine Man attacks or thwarts, spend up to 3 resources of any type to give him +1 and +1 thwart, +1 attack for each resource spent. We're going to thwart with Machine Man, and I'm going to discard this to give him 2 to make this go away. I'm going to flip down. We're going to shuffle something back in. Oh, where is it? Where is it? We're going to shuffle back in Steel Fist. We're going to do this to discard until we get a Colossus card. Steel Fist, great. We're then going to do Assess the Situation to add an additional, increase our hand size by 1 for the end until the end of the round. And then I think we're going to end our turn. So we're going to drop to 7. We've got 2. I'm going to keep both those. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, that's it. It's a wrap. You can call it Christmas time because it's a wrap. Okay, so that's going to go up by 1. He's going to scheme but can't. None of those go off. And then we're going to do a counter card. Black Dwarf. He gains Overkill. Who cares? Who cares? Okay, it's Argo now. Oh dear, this is about to be fun. Let's go ahead and flip. We're gonna do Death Focus and X-Jet for this. We're gonna do 5 damage to him. We're gonna spend one of these to stun and confuse him. He's down to 6. We're gonna draw a card. We're gonna do Strength for Steel Fist. Onto this. I guess we can discard this to stun and confuse him. Doesn't even matter at this point. We're going to draw a card. We're going to do... Oh, I guess I should have done this first. That's okay. It really doesn't matter. We're going to have Machine Man attack him. He's gone. We're going to have Armor attack, knock the Tough off. He's gone, or he's down to 1, or down to 5. And then we're going to discard those 2 for Steel Fist and do 5 damage, and Ebony Maw is defeated. All right, that was getting really hairy there because we had all of these environments in play. But after they came out, he did not get to activate at all. So that was pretty fun. Anyway, that's going to be it. Colossus beat Ebony Maw. But anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.